It's a great question. I think in CONCACAF already, you totally kind of make that experience of when you're new to it, the different kind of opponent that plays completely different. You travel to places like Nicaragua, different infrastructure, different stadiums, different weather. So all those things, I think, when you've never experienced those, it's very, very difficult to be successful, obviously. So this will be no less a challenge in that regard. We're facing teams that we're not familiar with the way they play. We know that they're a good side. We've watched tape on them. We've seen them play tonight. They're definitely a very good team, but that still doesn't really translate. Having faced an opponent that plays that certain way numerous times definitely helps. It gives you that experience. So sometimes with tournaments, it's you want to have a bit of experience, and then you kind of want to find your way into it. I feel like last year with us in CONCACAF, we had okay results in the beginning, and we grew as the tournament went on. In a knockout phase right away like this, there's no room for error. We have to be able to bring a result onto the table right away for us to move on and go to the next round. So and we've tried to work hard in preseason to make sure we're ready, but it'll be a challenge nonetheless for sure.
Thank you. Best of luck to you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tough team, so we definitely earned our spot to be here, and I think moving forward, we're looking at this competition to go in there and play as good as we can, so that way we move on to the next round. Like Steph mentioned, it's a knockout phase, so we can't take things for granted. We can't lose sight of what one mistake can do for our team, and then vice versa, what one opportunity can do for our team as we move forward in this tournament. And I think we were taking day by day with preseason here. Looking to improve every day on the things that we need to solidify in terms of our strengths, and then looking at our weaknesses and improving those in any way we can.
In a way, it's the beauty of this tournament, right? Because in the perfect world, everybody thinks that the better team is the one that's going to be in charge and controlling the game all along, but these are going to be different styles clashing, and styles that haven't really faced each other before. So both teams really figuring each other out. But we've shown in the past that we can absorb pressure and be lethal and very effective quickly on counters. And so yes, I think we want to be successful. We don't necessarily want to play for the sake of playing and controlling for the sake of controlling. We want to be effective and win the game, and then it'll be interesting to see how that game plans out.
All right, we'll go to Doug McIntyre next. Doug, go ahead.
Thanks, Alex. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it, guys. Doug McIntyre from Fox Sports. I know you're not looking past Saturday's match. Ahly is a good team. You have a lot of respect for them, clearly. But how do you not look past them, knowing that you get to play Real Madrid, a team of that caliber, if you're successful, if you reach the semifinals? For both of you, please. Thanks again.
We definitely don't look past Ahly. They're, like Alex mentioned, they're a very experienced team in this tournament alone. I think they've gone to third the past 3 times or whatnot. So they're very experienced. We're talking about before, this is their first time for an MLS side, and for us to be part of this, for them, this is charted territory. So we know we have to give them the utmost respect. If we do find ourselves, moving forward, it's an incredible opportunity. I've been fortunate enough to play against Real Madrid twice, both in friendlies, once in a friendly with Toronto and once with All-Star game, but they're friendlies, right? And so for an MLS team to have the opportunity to play against arguably the best team in the world for something meaningful is a privilege. It's an honor, and I think we sense that, and we want to win against Ahly so that we can showcase our skill against such a huge opponent.
All right, next question will go over to Masvidal Moreira. Maz, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, and either one of you can take this. So when that whistle blows, it'll be 11-on-11, right? Everything else is out the window. How important is that first 20 minutes, and then overcoming adversity? Rarely does a team play a perfect game, a soccer game. A little bit more to what you said, Steph, just the importance of playing good fundamental soccer, the first 20, and overcoming some adversity and the ability to impose your will on the other team and try to get a result.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was shown in that game that we saw tonight against Auckland. You know, they came out with some confidence, played first 20 minutes. We thought they were the better side. Maybe they didn't have better opportunities, but they were controlling the tempo, dictating what they wanted to do. And then the goal falls just before halftime. So I think those mental mistakes, especially in moments like that where you're trying to close out a half, is crucial to, you know, the success that you're going to have in this tournament. And I think if we can be sharp in those moments, you know, there's endless possibilities of where we can take this. But I think for us is certainly coming out with the confidence that we can play, controlling our success and our destiny is very important, but at the same time is not losing focus of those weak areas where we're trying to close out a half or anything like that, where we might give up a mistake and that leads to a goal for them.
And if I can sneak one in for Steph, on that same vein, then how important is it? They're not rookies, right? Your back line is obviously experienced, has been big stage, but just how important is it for them to be sharp from the beginning? Because you guys like to play from the back.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna kind of figure out what the game has to offer, how the game is being played. You know, I think we've tried to make sure that we're maybe not so one-sided as we were maybe in the past. We've worked on that a little bit in the preseason to be able to read games, adapt to games, and then play a bit more efficiently. But yeah, we'll see. I think, you know, when you're a little kid and you kind of start games, you always say, hey, get everybody a pass, have everybody get a chance to find a way into the game. I think it's something like that even at our level, you know, when the butterflies are going and whoa, it's like the first meaningful game. Can I maybe set my you know, can I set Alex up for success with the first pass? Can I not put him in a pickle? Can I give him something easy so that he can find a way into the game? Can I keep it simple for myself so I can find a way into the game? That all those things are the first 10 minutes is crucial, because if we turn over the ball too easily and make silly mistakes in the first 10 minutes, that sets the tone, right? An opponent of that caliber will smell blood, and it's not going to be an easy half for you. So we're aware of that. We're going to try to make sure that we give everybody the best chance to find a way into the game, and then be able to showcase what they can do. Ready at all, Jackson? I mean, no, I think obviously we're all going to say that we're ready, but I mean, what I can tell you is it obviously was a shortened preseason. You know, sometimes in the past we would report on January 19th or 20th, something like that. And here we are, like, you know, we reported in beginning of January. And so I think the offseason was crucial, that players really took that and were professional about it. And from what I saw, I was very impressed. You know, guys came in very sharp, very fit, hungry. And so that kind of gave us a boost and gave us a head start, if you will. But we definitely needed that head start with the condensed preseason. So, you know, we had a couple of scrimmages amongst ourselves in different scenery as well. One was at Lumen, so that, you know, just to kind of throw you off a little bit. It's not all on the training field. And then obviously we had a couple of games down here against some quality opponents, and also opponents that play completely different. So it gave us a different look, and that was good. But at some point, it's just going to have to, you know, you can't get ready anyways without actually just getting thrown in, right? Preseason is sometimes really nice because you can play pressure free. You can try things. You can focus on getting fitness, on working on things. But when games come along, the pressure is there. And things are now at stake, and the only way that you can be ready is when that moment arrives, and you can look back and say, I've done everything I can, and then you trust in your abilities and the abilities of your teammates, and you move forward.
Yeah, I mean, I would just echo what Steph just said. It's been a funky schedule to start off. Like he said, in a normal year, I think this would be just past week 1 for us, heading into MLS preseason. But you know, we're not using that as an excuse. Like he's just said, sometimes you have to be thrown into the fire to see what you're made of. And I think the big thing for us in this game, in this first competitive game, is finding the right moments to kind of catch your breath, finding the right moments to make the right decision. those really make up a big part of how your fitness plays out in a game. I know from, previous games on this team, sometimes we kind of are our worst own enemy. We give the ball away, and so we're getting even more tired. So I think in this game, for sure, we need to find the right moments to slow the game down. But at the same time, we're not going to go out there and just try to last 90 minutes. We're going to go out there and, play those full 90 minutes with aggression and, try to come out with a win. So to your point, yeah, I think we need to sometimes be thrown out there just to see how we can hold on to that pressure, like you just said. But finding the right moments to catch your breath is going to be a huge part of this game.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for all the support that you've shown us. But I would say congrats. Like, this is the world stage that we're playing at, and it's something to be proud of. I think as a Seattleite, as a Sounders fan, we're proud of it. It's a massive achievement, but we're doing everything to obviously also make you proud on in how we're going to be playing on the weekend, and hopefully give you guys a good game.